Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Malavika Kohli and I'm thrilled to be here to discuss on week 3 of season 2 at the Moha Live for the Moha Save Our Skin campaign. Uh, and I'm going to be joined by Dr. Sejal Jain at Glam Protocol, and she and I are going to conduct this session together. And I'm particularly excited because I'm a dermatologist. I'm a dermatologist from Mumbai and I do serious dermatology. Hey,
Hi,
Sejal.
how are you?
I'm good. Once again, good to be together.
Yes, it's a pleasure talking to you again.
Same. Yeah, I was just telling all those who are joining in, your followers and my followers, and those who are joining in at the Moha Live, that I'm particularly excited about this session because I'm a dermatologist, and today we're going to be talking about serious dermatological conditions that affect the body skin in the summer. So that's why I think it's titled as Summer Body Care. Hashtag Summer Body Care at week 3, season 2, Moha Save Our Skin campaign. Over to you.
Okay, all right then, taking over. Hi guys, this is Sejal Jain and I welcome you all to the brand new episode of Moha Save Our Skin Season 2 episode number 3. This is a great initiative by country's Ayurved leaders Charak Pharma. Moha Save Our Skin SOS campaign is a series of live Instagram sessions where we invite eminent experts in the field of cosmetology, dermatology, Ayurved and yoga to provide holistic approach and care towards health, hair and skin. Today, and this season is all about summer, and today's topic, like she mentioned, like Dr. Kohli mentioned, that it is a very interesting topic to be discussed. It's all about summer problems like prickly heat, boils, and whatnot. So let's dive in, and I would love to introduce Dr. Malavika Kohli. She's the best dermatologist and cosmetologist with 30 plus rich years of practice, and she'll be here guiding us all throughout these problems. Hello again.
Thank you. Hi again, and thank you very much for that lovely introduction. And we must tell all our followers that we have had season 1 4 weeks together. This is season 2, third week together, and I think we really look forward to these sessions and get it right. We get it
Yeah.
right every time. We're really happy to today share with everybody our knowledge and experience and tips on summer body care, because the body skin is as important as skin and hair care, isn't it?
Yeah.
Facial skin and hair care.
That's true. So let's start with our questions, which the viewers had to ask, and we have got a list of them. So first of all, let's start touch base the basics. What are the actual problems people face during summers when it comes to our skin, summer body care?
Sure. So I think the first thing is that it gets hot. It gets humid. Like in a city like Bombay, it'll get humid. Maybe in a city like Delhi or Rajasthan or Jaipur or Bangalore, it gets dry. But some cities are it's hot and dry. Some cities it's hot and humid. But whatever it is, it's always the summer always brings on the worst in our skin.
Yeah.
So, as a result of which, we have a lot of conditions that crop up which are summer related. For example, you get sweaty underarms, you get a bit of more body odor, you tend to feel a little itchy. Sometimes you can come home and go in for a shower, you feel cooler because you need to have cool showers to cool down the hot, irritated skin.
That's true.
And then you will get more prone to, because of sweat and friction, certain clothing in certain friction areas can give you a little more of fungal infections, boils, bacterial infections. And of course, you can also break out a little more on your face, get clogged pores, open pores, and clogging up and getting, a little bit of untidy, pussy breakouts around the face.
Pustules, yeah.
Pustules. More so nowadays because of the mask. Now every day, Sejal, I'm seeing patients with mask made every day. Earlier, I used to see it like a couple of times a week. Now, every day there are at least 2, 3 cases who break out over here. Every day. Because it's so hot, we have to talk through the mask.
Yeah.
So,
Am I
that's what we
audible?
see. Yeah, very, very
Yeah.
clear.
Okay. Okay. think there was a little stop. Yeah. Okay.
So this is summer. Yeah, this is what summer does to us, and summer also makes our makes us look at so many things like what sort of clothing we should wear, what sort of fabric is good for our skin. You need a little change of wardrobe. Your
Yeah,
skin gets
definitely.
yeah, your skin can get dehydrated. You can get tanned. You can get a little pigmentation spots. So even on the body, you can on the arms. Your hands and feet get tanned.
That's true. So there are multiple things here, and there are a lot of lifestyle changes which we would love to discuss in depth, so that we are very ready, summer ready.
Absolutely. Stay
So
cool. That's why I'm on white today, to stay cool.
yeah, it's very important to wear light colors to get started with. That is the first thing I would say. Yeah. Um, so what would you like to tell us about prickly heat? Like, kids get prickly heat quite often, and even the adults nowadays. Like, it's like a very common issue because of the sweat and because of the heat is increasing, temperature is rising. So how do you treat that? How do you address it?
Sure. So first of all, we have to understand why prickly heat happens. It happens because, in summer you have a constant layer of sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that constant layer of sweat, if naturally all the time you can't wipe it off because you're constantly sweating, or you can't reach a area where you can dry off. Sometimes you can't. There's no fan, there's no AC for a while till you reach your destination, and a lot of places have electricity cuts. So then they keep perspiring in that same environment, humid environment. So what happens? The sweat forms a layer on the skin and it blocks the opening of the sweat gland on the skin. So all the sweat glands open onto the skin, and if it gets blocked by a constant layer of sweat and then a little grease and dirt, it's called miliaria. We call it miliaria,
Yeah.
and miliaria is nothing but prickly heat. And prickly heat, can be quite red, dana dana, little eruptions, itchy. Sometimes it can be quite itchy and can really make you feel very hot and bothered. So the best thing to do is to take some ice packs and apply it
Uh-huh.
on your skin. So first you should go home or wherever you are and have a cool tepid shower. No hot water, no steaming hot water. Just lightly take soap in your hands and lightly soap yourself. Don't take the soap and don't take the body wash and that plastic thing and the loofah and rub your skin thinking jayega. No, it doesn't. It gets
Yeah.
more and more blocked. So then have a cool tepid shower. Then just take a little soap or body wash in your hands. Lightly soap yourself. Cool down and then pat yourself dry. Don't rub your skin dry. Pat your skin dry. After which you can then just, if it's possible, to just sit under a fan or put your AC on a bit and then cool off and then put cold lactocalamine lotion from the fridge. You can put a cold aloe vera nice gel, like the Moha has a aloe cucumber rose gel, that gel we both love. So you can just keep that in the fridge and apply cold. You can take then a tablet, antihistaminic tablet to stop the itching. Don't scratch, and wear loose, airy clothes so that your skin remains cool and can breathe. And drink lots of water, because you have to remember, when your sweat gland opening gets blocked, you're not able to sweat. So the sweat remains inside and you feel hotter and hotter.
Okay.
So you need to drink a lot of cool water, or you can have nimbu pani, or you can have electral water or coconut water, which can cool you down.
Yeah, coconut water works really well with this. It's very
Yeah,
rich in
yeah.
minerals, and plus it's a very good coolant.
Coolant, yeah, exactly.
Since you
So
mentioned
that's how.
about, sorry, please go.
No, so that's how you can treat the prickly heat, and to prevent the prickly heat, you can actually in advance realize that you need to wear open airy clothes, and not wear tight fitting clothes, and clothes which have too much of spandex and lycra we should avoid, so that you don't have those friction areas which accumulate sweat.
That's true. And like you also mentioned, it's very important to dry yourself. Like you mentioned, bathe and then, dry, tap. Because if you leave yourself with a little bit of sweat or even moisture, then it tends to get more sweat and then coming to body odor is another problem, right?
True. You're right. Absolutely. Because you're adding more moisture to a condition which gets worse with moisture.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. All right. So next, I would like to ask about body odor. Like, when we talk about sweating, along with sweating parallelly, we also have body odors with bacteria acting upon it. So I think let's discuss in depth of that. What do you say?
Sure. Actually, it's very interesting. Uh, Nobody really thinks why body odor happens. Actually, body odor is a combination of sweat and bacteria. So, why does somebody have body odor and somebody doesn't? Right? Some people are just super lucky; they just don't have body odor, and some just do nothing wrong and they're so hassled by their own BO, right? So it means that your skin has more bacteria in the folds of the body. So your underarm folds, your groin folds. Basically, these are the areas where bacteria, you just happen to have more bacteria. But bacteria need a place to grow. They need something to grow inside. So what are they growing inside? The fold. And what is in the fold? Moisture, sweat. So if you don't remove bacteria properly from your skin, don't take out sweat and grease properly from your skin, then obviously you got both things to make bacteria grow and the smell to start.
Yeah.
That's why good soap. Sometimes, people who have BO, they're just
Mm-hmm.
using these creamy body washes and it leaves a residue. And if it leaves a residue, you're not removing neither the bacteria nor the buildup over there of dirt and grease and sweat, but it's mainly sweat. Okay, so a good soap sometimes, like there is a good soap with which Moha has, which has neem, tulsi, and aloe.
Yeah.
They also have a scrub soap, but I would not recommend a scrub soap in the underarms
Correct.
and delicate skin. I would recommend a scrub soap on the arms, on the legs, on the back. That's nice when you want to exfoliate even in summer months. Instead of having a separate exfoliator, you can use the scrub soap. Twice, thrice a week, you can use it both to bathe and to exfoliate at the same time. But the soap which has neem, tulsi, and aloe is a nice because neem is antibacterial, tulsi also has soothing and antibacterial properties, and aloe, of course, we know is hydrating and soothing. So the skin is cleansed properly. Okay, if you're a male, you can just trim the hair in the underarms so that you don't have hair, or even women should keep their underarms free of hair through either, of course, laser is the best to get rid of hair, but they can wax or thread or shave and get rid of extra growth.
Mm-hmm.
Then clean yourself well, finish your shower, and dry yourself fully. Then use your antiperspirant or anti-deodorant, or both, because then there is no sweat, it's clean, there's no bacteria, and your product goes and sits over there and prevents the bacteria from trapping and moisture from happening. That's how BO is controlled. And suppose you've already used your deo in the morning and you've had a bath and then you have to go out in the evening, or you just have to meet somebody or whatever for yourself. You must clean that area again and then put deodorant. You can't put deo on top of deo, because then you're putting second deo on top of bacteria and sweat also, no? Because at the end of the
Okay.
day, you have sweated a bit. Then that funny smell comes.
Yeah.
Plus, also, diet matters.
Yes, yes. Diet matters a lot. There are so many things which we need to curb down, and we need to eat in like more quantity, or maybe start eating them so that summers are beaten in the body.
Yeah, so one should avoid, methi, fenugreek,
I saw your post,
garlic.
yeah, yesterday's. It was so informative. Right, right, right. Please elaborate. Yes, there were a lot of things mentioned there. Yeah.
So you should avoid too much of garlic in the
Mm-hmm.
summer, too much of methi, that's fenugreek, too much of hing, asafoetida, hing that we put in the dal and khana and all that, because those get secreted in the sweat and have a smell.
Okay.
Well, there's a question about coffee. Yeah, you can have coffee. Coffee is not going to make you get body odor, but a lot of people, after they drink strong coffee, like the bean to cup coffee, which goes straight from the bean into your cup, like a
Mm-hmm.
double shot of espresso or a strong coffee, you sweat more. Your body gets warm with coffee, and then you sweat more and you remain moist, and then of course that may lead to more sweat and more body odor. But it's not like you drink coffee and you get body odor. But yeah, certain foods that I mentioned do get secreted and add to body odor.
Mm-hmm.
So you should have foods which are more cooling, and even if you want to have all these, put very little of them, not too much
Okay.
of them
Okay.
in the food. So keep the food light, have lots of fluids, keep your food lighter, and style of cooking and preparation. But most importantly is hygiene, and most importantly is the way you look after the skin in the summer,
Yeah.
and the products you use. And the products you use are also important.
Yeah, it's very important to keep yourself clean all the time. And like you mentioned, there is a little bit of change of products you might require to switch
Right.
from, for like I would like to ask, like, people have a lot of combination skin and oily skin. So in that case, do they need to really change to something in different in their makeup and skincare routine?
Yeah, yeah. So you're right. The next important thing in the summer is that you tend to break out. Because the skin gets what we call congested. That's it gets all clogged up, red, little dana irritation, or breakouts along the jawline. We're seeing a bit of mask acne, little pustules, like you said. So what I would suggest is that we need to use a good face wash. Again, a face wash which has a good either alpha hydroxy acid or like a glycolic acid. If you're prone to acne, if you're very oily, clogged up skin, salicylic acid. Nowadays, you have lactic and lactobionic acid for sensitive skin. So you can still use a cleanser or face wash, even if you have sensitive skin, if you're prone to breaking out. Then a lactobionic or lactic acid face wash is good. And in the natural family, you can use a face wash with neem, aloe vera, cucumber, cooling bacteria. Cucumber, cool as a cucumber. Neem is, yeah, neem
Fresh as
is
daisy, cool as cucumber.
very crazy,
I
yeah.
love that tagline.
Thank you. And then neem is antibacterial, and aloe vera is soothing. So, you could use a face wash, and I would suggest don't rub and scrub your face wash. Splash your face with water, take it, form a light gel or foam, and always tell my patients, push your hair back in a band so you can wash all the way to the top and right to the edge and wash over here. This is where bacteria tends to trap along with sweat. And that's when one tends to get a bit of this breakout more along the hairline over here. You know? So that is why a good face wash is really important. So you can use a face wash in the summer up to 3 times a day, morning, night, and also once in the evening or afternoon when you're done with your day. Whenever you come back and you want a mask for a long time, go wash your face and then apply a soothing, hydrating gel or moisturizer. So I think, Sejal, you were talking to me earlier and you were asking me that is it a myth that those with oily, acne-prone skin should not use a moisturizer, right? That was one
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
questions.
yeah. I asked you. Yeah.
Why did you ask that? Is that because you frequently ask that?
Yes, I've been frequently asked. Like, people are like, you're already having so much of oily skin. Why you want to put another layer on it? That kind
Yeah,
of questions.
right.
So today, let's the expert tell you in detail what exactly it is, because I know for sure you definitely need to, because
So yeah, here comes the question. Should we avoid moisturizer in summer? No.
oh yeah,
We should
it's
not
right
avoid.
there.
There it comes. Yeah, yeah. In fact, somebody also asked, should we have cool showers or hot showers? Well, the answer is you can have a cool shower if you like it, but otherwise you can have something called a tepid water. Tepid water means, like in Hindi we say gunguna sa pani, which is not too warm, not too cold, just soothing on the skin. So that's tepid water. It's not too cold and it's not warm. It's just that nice and sort of
Normal
fresh.
temperature. Yeah.
No, yeah, a little more than normal. So about moisturizer in summer, on yes, you should use a moisturizer year round, including summer. Those with acne prone skin, have acne breakouts, they should also use a moisturizer. But the moisturizer is that you choose is important.
Right.
So by and large, it should be lighter preparation, like what we call an emulsion. So emulsion is actually water-based with a little bit of droplets of oil. So it's an oil and water emulsion. So it's very light. It's very refreshing. It's light on your skin. I must tell you also, Sejal, how I tell my patients how to use a moisturizer. I tell them to take it on their fingertips, and after washing the face, I say splash your skin with water, and then apply face wash. Take your moisturizer and apply it this way. Now, let's talk about the body. For the body, I tell them don't take your soap and rub it, right?
Okay.
Take your soap and wash your body. Okay, avoid loofahs and scrubs and things like that too much. Maybe once a week. And if you have very clear skin, you can use a loofah or a scrub twice a week. When you apply any product on your skin also, you can dab it on. Yeah, you have very nice sprays now. You get a lot of products for the bacne. You know bacne.
Yeah, we discussed that. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So for bacne, you can use a spray product. So you get clindamycin in a spray form. You get azelaic acid, salicylic acid in a spray form. So you can use that for your breakouts. On the face, you can use nowadays you get lotions, medicated lotions for acne in a lotion form. So you can use it. It almost works like a toner. So you can use it as a lotion come toner. Put it on a cotton pad and dab it.
That.
Yeah. A moisturizer. We should use something which is either gel based. Emulsion is ideal. Gel based is good. You can even use a moisturizer which has dimethicone, so it's matte, and it also covers up your open pores. So these are good sort of moisturizers to use. You can even use a water-based moisturizer. You can use something. So somebody once asked me recently, one of my patients said, "Doc, can I use some of my essential oils during the summer?" You know, so essential oil on body, essential oil on face. So body and face, if you're going to use an essential oil, I prefer you use these oil-based products at night.
Yeah.
Can't be applying an oily product and stepping out.
Yeah, already it's so hot, oil and oil, sweaty oil, your sweat glands are secreting oils, plus another oil, it becomes too much of problem. I think night would be a better because you're already calm and cool and that time, any which ways the absorption. Yeah. That's true. Coming to gel, when you spoke about my hands down product is this aloe vera gel. I use it for multiple ways. Yeah, this moha aloe vera gel. It has that rose and cucumber as well, so it acts like a very cooling. So I do get back acne, like acne, what you spoke about. So I think my skin is sensitive and I don't really experiment at all with, a lot of products like that. I stick to very basic ones and this has worked so far so good. And like you also mentioned last time for the hair, so I started for that as well to
Like a
kind
hair
of keep the
pack.
dandruff off. Yeah.
Did you find it good as a hair pack?
It was very cooling. Yeah, it was very cooling and soothing. So that really works.
Yeah, you can use it actually as a gel. You could use on your body. You can use on your face. You can use it. It comes in a good packing, so you can use it quite liberally.
Very easy.
So it's also a great product. These aloe vera gels and all that is a great product. The one with the rose water and cucumber, great product. If you come back from say outside and you're feeling really like yesterday, I had a teleconsult with a patient who said that she had she said she has rosacea. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So her skin had she was prone to being pink. But the other day she said that her skin just feels like it's tearing and red, and she literally had 2 red patches out here.
Okay.
And you know why she had it? This was a teleconsult with a patient from Delhi. And in Delhi, they had a bonfire party at night. So she was in front of the bonfire, and the next morning she got a red
Inflamed.
Because already the weather is a bit warm, and then they spent the whole evening by the bonfire, so that skin got dehydrated. So let's talk a little bit about dehydrated skin.
Yes.
So what do you feel? When does your skin get dehydrated on the body? Because you do a lot of shoots and you also go on your two-wheeler to the hospitals. What do you feel? How does your skin feel when it's dehydrated?
See, I only feel dehydrated when I've worked out a lot or if I'm in very harsh summer, like heat, like riding and all that. So I carry a bottle of water all the time with me. I make sure I'm sipping enough water. Hydration is something very important and I've learned through these years. So I make sure that pani is must, like water is must. And that is the first thing then that's why I don't get dehydrated much. I keep my touch wood, my sweat glands and all are behavioral. I don't sweat so much. So that is a little blessing I have already. But yeah, I make sure that I'm hydrated a lot. So dehydration is very rare for me. But when I did, like, when you don't get time, like you're back to back on calls, you're back to back seeing patients, I'm sure you must be also facing sometimes you don't get even time to sip water. That is the time, yeah, the skin start acting up and you feel like so lightheaded and very tired basically. So yeah, that is the time.
That's because your electrolytes are going down. So
Yes,
you
that's
need your
sometimes
salt and a touch of sugar, and you need a little potassium. So that's, you know what? What I would suggest is, I agree with you 100%, but I would say is that, how about with that bottle of water that you carry? You carry a bottle of ORS, or oral rehydration fluid, you know? So
yeah.
you could, solution, ORS is oral rehydration solution. So you could carry it as a nimbu pani, you could carry it as a, as a electrol or ORS solution. You can mix and make and keep in a bottle, and you can, for, when you drink water, you can have a sip or two of this, because the sodium and potassium in it will hold the water better and prevent muscle cramps and prevent you from feeling dehydrated and your skin from getting dry. But I find that if your skin is very dehydrated, the best thing I find is to come back, have a cool shower, and put this aloe vera gel, or come back if your skin is already very, very dry from the beginning. Come back, put a nice body oil, like this. You get a nice body oil, body
Yeah.
shower oil. You can bathe with the body shower oil, and then you can just rinse it and then put the aloe vera gel. That's a very cooling, because if you bring down your body temperature, it will prevent you from getting a sunstroke also.
That's true. That's true. I do that. Couple of times I do that. The aloe vera gel part, like come back, sip in more water, sit under the fan or AC and to cool yourself, wash your face with a face wash, and then, like you mentioned, yeah, gel.
Yeah, you can have. So then when you feel very dehydrated, you should avoid too much tea and coffee.
Yeah, that's true.
So those are dehydrated. Even green tea is dehydrated.
Yeah, I recently discovered that that has most highest caffeine and that can make you more dehydrated. Yeah.
Yeah. People don't realize, but green tea does have caffeine, and too much. Like people, say, oh, I have 4 or 5 cups of green tea in a day,
They're
but they
thinking
don't
they're doing
realize
good,
that
but no.
they don't realize exactly that they're getting enough caffeine out of it, and that they're
Yeah.
also getting a lot of dehydration from it. So 2 cups of green tea in summer, I believe you should have not more than 2 cups of green tea, or one. Let the steam wear off, and then drink it when it's warmish, not when it's hot and boiling.
That's
That helps a lot. And another thing about breakouts, tend to get a lot of breakouts on the back and shoulder in the summer. It could be due to a mild fungal, what we call a folliculitis. So
yeah.
that's due to Pitrosporum folliculitis. That's also because of this fungal. And there again, green tea, grapeseed extract, zinc, vitamin E. So, improve the seeds in your diet, improve the nuts in your diet. Fruits like berries are good because they have resveratrol, which is good for the skin. Kiwi is good for the skin. So you can have a cup of green tea, you can have kiwi, you can have some berries, you can have watermelon. Watermelon with a little touch of salt is excellent to prevent dehydration. So these are the good foods that you can have. Coconut water again was asked for, and actually coconut water is not hype. It was asked whether it's hype. It's not hype because it has a very good balance of right amount of sugar and electrolytes. It's got a bit of glucose and some electrolytes, especially potassium. So it helps to prevent cramps in the legs,
Yeah.
muscle cramps.
I've been sipping it since forever, I guess. That's something like a, natural tonic.
Which one?
Coconut water has been like a natural tonic.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to add, like, so I alternate between the electrolyte water, like you mentioned, or sometimes glucose water, and infused water. Have you
Yeah.
tried infused water?
Very nice. Very appealing also. In fact,
Yeah,
I
tasty.
love I love this point you made about it, because I do take a jug of water, and then I tell them to put watermelon, one day kiwi, one day orange,
Cucumber.
one day cucumber and lime and mint. My patients who say, Doc, I can't drink water. I only have 2 glasses in a day. How do I have water? I tell them, keep that jug in front of you in a glass. And because it looks so interesting, you'll want to have a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's one way to trick yourself into drinking more water.
More water. That's how I trick myself.
No, I have a lot of water. It's right here.
Always.
Yeah.
I think we all know it. We have all gone through it, been there during our studies and stuff, to have water all around you.
Yeah, really.
All
Wonderful.
right. Someone asked that what food one should avoid or limit for heat issues.
Sure. What do you believe in? What do you follow?
Like in summers, it's very important to like have coolant kind of food and like be it fruits or vegetables or whatever. So avoiding would be the ones which creates more heat, like spices, garlic, onion, maybe something which is very hot and it can increase the temperature overall and get sweat and everything. So those are the kind of things you should definitely limit if you have issues.
Yeah. Actually, you know what I like to do? I like to, in the afternoons, I like to have more of the water-based vegetables, like, dudi, loki,
Bitter gourd,
dudi,
yeah.
bitter gourd. I like to have turi. What is turi in English? I forget. Turi. It's another type of gourd. It's another
I
type
know
of
turi,
gourd.
but
Yeah. Then I like to have more of, with all these greeny vegetables.
yeah,
I prefer to have that for lunch with, a ragi roti or something lighter. You
like
can have a glass of lassi or matha or chas with it. So
yeah.
these are cooling, and I like to have a cool soup, like a cucumber soup or a spinach soup or a gazpacho, which is a tomato cool soup with mint in it. So these are nice things to have for lunch, and where you don't feel heavy. Other than some of you eat a heavy lunch, you feel very sleepy. And this is what I recommend. I do myself, or I'll just have a nice watermelon salad with arugula and feta cheese, because then you get a nice blend of the watermelon, which is cooling, it's red, the feta cheese is white, it's protein, and the arugula is green, so you get a nice combination of your antioxidants. So that's, and put little kala namak, that little Himalayan salt, just a
Yeah,
pinch
rock
of
salt
it.
and black pepper works amazing with these fruits and all of that.
Exactly, exactly. So this is something nice to have in the afternoon. And at night, of course, you can have again another soup, or you can just have a veg fruit juice, a big salad. In the salad, you can throw in some oranges, grapefruit. Grapes are now in season, so some grapes. Grapes are full of water also. Pineapple, because it's good for digestion. So, these are the good things. But yeah, I really would like to touch upon a little bit about what to avoid, like you asked me, especially one or two skin conditions get worse in summer, right? Like rosacea. But rosacea's got to do with the face. Rosacea doesn't come on the body. But for those who have a tendency to break out, even on their backs, they should avoid excess sugary and salty food in their diet, especially at night, because you're going to sleep on that, and that sugar slows down your metabolism. Salty foods also bloat you up, they congest your skin, they make your skin more
Fluffy,
prone to
puffy, and yeah.
puffy, the skin can't breathe, and puffy. So I prefer it invites more bacteria when the skin is swollen with water. So I prefer not to have artificial sugars and salty things like chips and chocolates and cakes and all that at night. I tell my patients to avoid. But yeah,
I remember you told me last
yeah,
time.
I said that last time.
Yeah, I was like, I have to sleep with one of the. I mean, I need to have chocolate, dark chocolate at night and sleep. I need to have some dessert in the form of chocolate.
Yeah.
And that's when you said you have small and a little earlier. That's how
You
I
remember?
remember.
You're very good. You're the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So
But
rosacea.
it's all your tips have been so good. Literally, like I have benefited a lot. I've been following it also. So yeah, I'm sure
Fab.
followers are also at a very good benefit listening to you like that.
Oh, that's fab. That's so nice to know. So with rosacea, you should avoid very spicy food.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can red chilies. Like nowadays, everybody's doing so many takeaways again, right? Life has become so boring again and so quiet. So what do? You eat, you do takeaways and watch movies. So you're
Yeah.
munching all the time. So those chips which have sriracha sauce, and you have all those wasabis, hot chili oil with your dim sum. So take it a little easy with that, because that can flare up rosacea, that can congest your skin, that can actually change your metabolism, impact your hormones. So you can break out. So a lot of times you get breakouts also because of PCOS, polycystic
Yeah.
ovaries on your chest, shoulders, and back. So your PCOS can get aggravated if your diet isn't great, and then summer aggravates it even more. So, so that's what my take on diet. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there is one question. I get a lot of heat boils on my back. Can you please suggest something? I think they joined later or whatever. So
Sure.
would you like to get into details? Like you did mention about the sprays you get and stuff like that. Yes.
So you do get sprays which have clindamycin. You do get sprays that have salicylic acid, azelaic acid. You do get a good lotions which have sulfur and salicylic acid. You do get nice antibacterial soaps, anti-acne soaps which have sulfur and salicylic acid. So these are the things that you could use, which will help to reduce your back knee or back acne. And once again, like I said, avoid hot showers, rubbing with a towel, avoid salty, sugary food. One more thing, it's a real trend to have, when when you start working out, you want to have more protein. So a lot of more dietary protein is okay, but when you start adding all the supplements, you
Uh-huh.
have to be careful.
You have to
So
go
I
easy on it now. Yeah.
go easy on your supplements, especially all these, performance enhancer supplements for muscle metabolism and getting quick results. They're all artificial, so you can really get a bad breakout just by suddenly jumping it up. People just want to hit 90 grams and 100 grams and things like that. Then that's not a great idea, and you should build it up slowly and keep your carbs clean. If you're going to up your proteins, and you've got to really keep your carbs clean, otherwise it's a system overload and you're going to break out.
That's right.
And of course, for women, they have to watch their hormones, right? So sometimes the thyroid goes up, sometimes the prolactin goes up, so sometimes the PCOS flares up, the insulin goes up. So you need to keep your hormones under check by having proper sleep, and taking care of your. What I like to say is that have timings and stick to your timings and make sure all your meals are complete meals or mini meals, but not like you eat when you feel like what you feel like.
Yeah. Be little disciplined now. Even if though you are at home, it's important to keep a check on everything what you're eating, because finally the weather affects and everything affects your health. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather just adds on to it. You're
That's
right. The weather just adds on.
all right. Um, what about exercise? What about lifestyle
Oh, yeah.
changes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big one. So, yeah, of course, because it's hot and people like to run. So, people are cycling nowadays. People are running. Earlier, all the golf courses were open, so people are playing golf.
Yeah.
The cricket had started. So, these are the various, kids were back playing their basketball and stuff like that. So, yeah, higher physical activity means more sweat. If more sweat means more bacteria, more grease, more problems. Possible, not
Possible.
necessary. So, bathe. So, one very important tip I tell my patients, bathe right after your workout or physical activity. Don't wait for half an hour to 1 hour, let the sweat, dry off, and then try to have a bath, because by then your skin has got full of, it's got that layer sitting on it. So I tell them to try and have a shower right away and a cool shower. The second thing is I tell them to always wear cool clothes, airy clothes. The third thumb rule is wash your face 3 times a day by pushing it back and cleaning all these areas. For those who joined in late, remember we talked about all these areas. Wash your body well. Don't forget to wash your body behind your ears, the nape of your neck, and all the folds of the body, private area as well, the folds of the body. And I tell them to wash their hair at least 3 times a week. Don't forget, the hair is a storehouse, because if you don't wash your hair, it all comes down this way onto your back. So you get the fungal, the white fungal patches called tinea versicolor or pityriasis versicolor that comes from moisture on your body. So, and fungus that comes down from and residue build up in the scalp. So, some people have long hair and now you don't have to go out, so you don't feel like washing your hair that often. You know how everybody is, how women are. They have to wash their hair if they go out, but if they don't go out, then they'll chill out one more day and just tie up, get away. So, if you're built up a greasy scalp, you're getting a break, you're getting a lot of residue, it's flaky, then you're more prone to getting a fungal and those white spots over here. So, wash your hair 3 times a week. Wash your face 3 times a day. Don't leave your hair drippy wet on your body. Dry it well. Yeah, so that you don't have too much moisture, you'll get a fungal infection.
Yes.
Which is that white patch. That will clear up, but it's preventable. Why unnecessarily get it? Looks so bad to have those white spots.
Yeah.
So it's harmless. It's a harmless fungal, but you don't want to have it.
That's true. All right. I think we.
So what do you like to use as your skincare products for the body? Do you change your body wash? Do you reduce or increase the number of times you use your loofah scrub? Do you change your moisturizing lotion? No, a moisturizing lotion should become lighter, not heavy.
Very light, yeah.
Yeah. So do you tend to change your products for the summer? I know you must be flooded with products.
Yeah, with summers, things definitely change. Like shower definitely becomes a compulsion twice. Like you mentioned, now I move from a cream-based things to a gel-based thing. Whether it's the aloe vera gel, whether it's for using the soap or shower gel, not the cream-based thing. For creams also, I don't use a lot of oily things. Now it goes to a mattifying creams and stuff, like ointments and stuff. So yeah, overall, then I use less of serums. It's more again the ones which are mattifying, ones which are more of hydrating, less of greasy. So everything, the product selection changes and has to be light. I don't want anything which is very heavy, because your body again cannot take a lot of heavy products at that point. So yeah, things.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You should use water-based serums. The serums should be water-based. The shampoos should be clearer. Because, yeah. Then the moisturizers can be, like you said, lighter with dimethicone. So they form a light film, not a clogging up film. And important, don't use very heavy makeup and then wear a mask. You can break out. And another thing is, don't use very heavy lip glosses. And even the hand creams.
I've stopped doing that, that. The first session when you mentioned about acne breakouts, a lot of people put makeup and then they use mask, and then actually made a difference. It did make a difference. Like the gloss and all that stopped. Like this is again a matte lipstick, like a liquid lipstick, but gloss and all actually it sticks, and then it creates a problem. It leads to all those fungal and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is something, a very important thing people should, because everyone has to use mask and needs to use mask. So make sure that you are not using a lot of product on your face at that point. Yeah.
So that will help a lot. Also on your body, don't get if you want to get an oil massage, use a lighter oil, not the heavy oils. And after the oil massage, just quickly jump into the shower. If you don't have a bath, just jump into the shower and let the water run on to your skin, so that you can just pat it dry, so the oil doesn't come off but the stickiness goes away. Otherwise you'll end up with these friction and folliculitis like boils wherever there are hair follicles, like on your legs, on your back, you may end up with boils. And then of course one thing maybe we can talk about for 2 minutes is about waxing in the summer, hair removal. Waxing and shaving. You have to be more careful in the summer, because if you don't take care, you can get boils from the procedure of waxing or shaving, because the skin is more prone to infection. So you keep your razors clean, maybe a disposable one every time. Have a cool shower and then shave. If you're waxing, then have a shower the previous night, moisturize, then go to the salon, wax, come back and then have a bath and moisturize. So don't go after a hot shower for a wax or for your legs, or because the skin is already a little inflamed.
Inflamed. All right, that's great. I think we've covered most of it, like all of it.
It looks like body care also has a lot to talk about.
I know it feels like, we have to still, like, if we could get more time, and we can still talk a lot about various things. There are so many. It's a very vast topic. Yeah.
Because skin is the largest organ, right? And it covers the entire body. And you have... Yeah, absolutely. And the skin keeps changing in different parts of the body. For example, on your back it's the thickest.
Yeah.
In your folds of the body, like underarms and other folds, it's thinner and more sensitive. And whenever you have hair follicles, it may be more prone to infection and irritation from friction. Folds also accumulate more sweat, so you're more prone to getting problems over there. And your back skin is thickest, but your chest and shoulder skin and upper back skin has the most tension in it. Tension. So that's why you tend to get scars over here more easily. Keloids, hypertrophic scars from acne. That's why you want to take so much of preventive care. And if you understand the different parts of the type of body skin and tailor your products according to it, and definitely switch to a summer routine, then while your dermatologist like me would be a call away, you may not always need us, and you can look after your own skin pretty well, isn't it?
Yeah, but you need to know when you need you. It's important, like you mentioned last time, it's very important to arrest the problem very early. Otherwise, you take longer to solve the problem as well. So first, take care of yourself, take care of everything, keep yourself clean, all the things you mentioned. And if there are still issues, then arrest it or address it right that time. Don't wait.
Yeah, and remember your dermatologist is always a call away, and we always have a fix and a solution, or a lotion or a cream or a potion to sort it out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll wind up the session then?
I think so. Till next week.
Next week, yes. And for tomorrow, they have Ayurved ways to tackle the same problem. So you guys can tune in for that. And day after at 10 a.m., you have yoga. So yeah, you can check that out too. And we'll see each other next week.
We'll see each other next week. And lovely chatting. And stay fresh as a daisy and cool as a...
Awesome. Yeah, fresh as a daisy, cool as a cucumber. Yes, guys. All right.
Okay. Bye to everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you, Moha Life.
Thank you.